Welcome back. Welcome back. Hello, hello.
What's going on?
This is episode number 6 with
Whoa.
Convos with Alina. Is it weird to... Do you hear that car?
Yeah.
That's kind of weird. Is it weird to kind of be on episode 6 already?
Yeah, it went by pretty quick.
I feel like it went by quick because we're recording on a Wednesday
Oh, yeah.
instead of a Saturday.
A little awkward.
Yeah. For the people who don't know, I am going away for the weekend, so I'm not going to obviously be able to record, so that's why I wanted to record today after work, so we can obviously get some kind of, footage and kind of get into the topic of the day. Honestly, I'm really excited. We did a little poll on Instagram and we kind of talked about what topic we should talk about. And it was between why men lie and...
compatibility versus chemistry.
Yeah, and like what the difference is and everything. So, I don't know. I'm kind of having fun asking everybody like, what they prefer.
I think it's cool to get everybody involved.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like you should put in some work, but... Because I'm always the one doing
Well, because you know how to do all of that. If I knew how to do all that,
Okay, I'm going to teach you.
All right.
So then you have to do it next time.
Okay.
So obviously, like, everybody pretty much voted for why men lie.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, and I think it's so funny because honestly, in the beginning, that was the one that I wanted to be just like set on. I really did. I was really set on why men lie because it's so relatable. And I don't know, I just kind of wanted to like talk on it, and I feel like both topics are pretty interesting.
Right.
And I just feel like maybe we'll have a little bit more fun because one of the super cool things, and I mentioned it in my my post that on my story on Instagram, was that I wanted to call 2 to 3 different girls, and we just kind of talk about
their experiences.
Yeah, like when their men lie, and kind of just talk about it and just kind of go into detail, because in reality, like, I just feel like it's just more disrespectful to lie instead of say the truth. Like, what do you feel about it?
Well, yeah, who wants to get lied to?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like everybody's gone through the whole, like, lying, situation. I don't know.
All right, but this is a topic about why men lie.
All right,
I mean,
Felicia.
I'm just
like,
saying,
women lie.
We all lie.
Everybody lies. But
the
my topic
is
and
why men lie.
Yeah, like specifically why men lie.
Yeah.
You know what? I was just gonna tell you the other day, or the last time that we recorded, I was kind of upset that the video stopped when we were kind of getting really deep into the conversation, and a lot of like people asked me, did you stop recording because you guys were crying, or like, because it got emotional?
And I'm actually kind of glad that nobody saw me cry on here.
Why?
Girl.
Like Kim K cried?
I wasn't all that.
No, I just think like it was just such like a raw moment.
No, it was.
And I feel like, and it was real, like, and I just feel like it was just cool to kind of just like speak on it, because I know that obviously we've went through it, but you never really understood like my side to it, I guess. And I never knew that you felt like the way that you felt on it, and it was kind of cool to like speak on it and everything. Oh, before I move on, I was so happy to kind of receive my merch from La Plática. If you guys don't know, now you know. La Plática is hosted by Sebas. He's probably the main, I'm not going to say he's the main reason why I wanted to start a podcast, but I love his vibe in his podcast, and him and Said are like so pretty. Like, she's so pretty, like his girlfriend, and like just everything that he's about, I'm for. And I think I don't know, and his soundboard, sorry, I'm like stuttering. His soundboard was the one that is the reason why I have the one that I have, because I kind of copied him. I was so contemplating like which soundboard I wanted to get to begin with, and I was like, you know what, I'm only gonna just get like a little simple one. But then I'm like, you know what, Alina, you need to invest in yourself. Like, I feel like if I had gotten like a little cheapy one, I feel like I wouldn't have been so like devoted and interested in recording.
Yeah.
Having this like the Roadcaster, like I love it. Like everything is just so crisp, and I just like I don't know, I just fuck with it so much. Like I get so happy when we record. I don't think you realize how happy I get. And you know what's funny? For work, they made me do like a kind of like a commercial sound over about some transformations of like the before and afters of the braces.
Uh-huh.
And I was doing the sound over, and baby, let me tell you, my I'm like, no, my voice came out A1. Like my voice was so freaking beautiful, and the doctor was even like, Alina, your voiceover was really nice, and I'm like, it's because I do a podcast.
Oh God, no, you didn't. Oh,
No, I didn't tell him that. I just was like,
okay.
oh, thank you, like acting all shy, but I already knew it's because I do podcasts.
Okay. This is your.
You know what's so embarrassing? So my mom, everybody knows that she goes to my orthodontist to get her braces tightened. And our orthodontist is like a pediatric specialist office as well as an orthodontic office. And a lot of people, a lot of adults don't know, just because they see the children, they don't think that we see adults for ortho, but we do. And my marketing director, Deanna, she wanted to kind of take a picture of my mom to pretty much post it on our social media, Instagram, to kind of show that we do see adults, you know. And my mom straight out was like, do they want to take a picture because I'm YouTube famous now?
You're stupid.
You literally said that. You did. Mom, you're going to lie.
I didn't say that.
She
I didn't
really
say I
did.
was YouTube
And
famous.
Mom.
I said something along the words like, so do they want to take a picture of me because of the podcast before I become like YouTube famous? They want to have me on their social
Mom,
media.
it's okay.
And by the way, we're drinking wine today.
Today is just a wine vibe. Cheers.
Cheers.
Wine is not my thing, but this one is so. We know. No, and shout out to my coworker / friend Stacy. She hooked me up. She's so cute. She literally came back from lunch, and she's like, "Here, I got these for you, babe." And then I was like, "What?" And then I looked, and these are the ones I always get from the gas station. And I was just like, "Bebe, did you not?" She goes, "Hey, and these are my." She had like another bag of candy, and she's like, "These are mine. I got these, so you don't touch my shit."
That's probably why she got them.
I know, and honestly, they're just like the best. The ones that I don't like are the orange ones. Oh. They literally taste like orange soda, but they're so good. They're there if you want them. Mm-hmm. It's like a little.
I have braces. Do you forget?
Oh yeah.
I don't eat candy.
Yeah, right. And I forget you're wearing your rubber bands, so you can't.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me just take it.
Oh my God! Really?
Oh.
So
we're gonna do an ASMR.
Oh Lord.
You know what's so funny is that I always said I wanted to do an ASMR.
Okay, stop. I don't want to hear
that.
Because I don't like it.
Why?
Stop. I hear you
think it's
right
like sexual? Literally, everybody voted why men lie.
Okay, so let's get on it. Shouldn't we start talking about it?
Yes. Okay, so one of the main girls I'm going to call, I'm not going to obviously say her name. I'm so excited. So let me just start by saying this. This is my first time doing because my blue I can't even think. Hold on, let me just finish my candy.
Isn't it a road? Wait.
This is called the Roadcaster, but it's a soundboard.
So there you go. That's
yeah.
what I meant to say.
My soundboard is able to connect my phone on the Bluetooth, so I'm excited to finally use it. We kind of tested it out like really quick with my mom, and you're able to hear the person's voice like so crisp, and I'm so freaking excited. Like, you guys don't understand. Like, shit like this makes me so freaking excited. I'm kind of excited to do it. I'm just kind of nervous. Are you nervous?
No, because...
Do you want to talk about why men lie? Wait,
yeah.
Okay, before we do this, let's do this. Before we call the two girls that I'm going to call, let's talk about it. Why do you think men lie?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know why men lie,
No, but I said
honestly.
not that you
That
know.
I
What do you think?
um, oh shoot, dude, like that's like a, a tough one, cause
Do you think that they have a heart and they just don't want to hurt our feelings, or do you think that they're just like
nah,
assholes?
you know what? I think they're heartless. Some, like most of them are like heartless. Like they
Yeah.
don't care. Like they will lie to you in your face just to get what they want.
Oh, baby. Hey, you
I
talking to
think
the right
that's
one.
I think that's what it is. I think it's they want to lie to get what they want.
Like they
Um
want to. It's like that. They want to have their cake and eat it too.
exactly. Like they will sit there and give you the moon, the stars, and everything
Promise you
in the
all of that.
sky, but then turn around and tell someone else the same thing, but it's because they want something from you, whether it be a financial situation or it be a sexual situation.
Hmm.
Are you listening to me, or are you just like,
No, mom. It's because the two girls that I'm going to be calling, they're like asking me all these questions, and I feel like bad because I feel like we should have done this like the poll earlier.
I did tell you the last time you should do the poll earlier, and that way you get enough time to get enough like people to vote and call in, or like to tell you their opinions and stuff like that.
Hmm. No, but it's
So yeah,
because I had to work today.
I know. So that's my opinion on it. I mean,
They're just straight
I just think they lie to get what they want. And like I said, it could be a sexual thing, it could be a financial situation,
situation.
because there's a lot of men out there, men, boys, whatever you want to call them, that
Whatever you want to call them.
yeah, the male species
Whatever
that
they are.
no, that will just say anything to get what they want. And I mean, that will be in a certain financial hardship and they go to a woman to, you know,
So you think that like they're lying to us in that situation or lying to themselves?
ooh, that's a good one.
Oh, Alina's on. Boom, boom.
I think they're lying to both.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what's crazy is like you just said, like some men they come up on like a woman, and she's has everything right going for her, and they want to mess that shit up, and then it's messed up because it's like they're not even serious about you, and they're over here texting other women, and you're over here thinking like this is it, but he's over here lying, saying like, oh, I want to be with you forever and I love you and everything. It's like, bro, you don't need to say all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just say what it is. And like a lot of people like get upset too, like women especially. Like, I'm not speaking on personal thing, I'm just speaking in general.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's times where like guys really think like their game, what they speak is so like, oh my god, I'm gonna like have sex with you. Like, no, if a woman wants to fuck you, or I'm sorry, have sex with you, sorry, that was really harsh,
Yeah,
mom,
that was
even
really
for you.
harsh. Yeah.
Sorry, like fuck
whoa.
you. No, sorry, mom. Okay, if a woman wants, like, if I want to have sex with a person, I'm going to have sex with a person. You don't need to say, oh, I want to be with you forever, I'm not playing game. You don't need to be all about that. Like, women, if they really want to have sex with a man, they'll do it. You don't need to say anything, because what women get upset about and what men don't understand is
It's when you're straight up.
yes, like if you were to say, hey, don't beat around the bush and say like, oh, I don't want a relationship right now. Just be straight up and say, I don't want a relationship with you. You're not someone I want to be a relationship with, but if you're down, we could like mess around. And then women would not expect anything from it, and they don't become crazy.
And that's like part of the topic from like
Last
one of
time.
our podcasts
Yeah.
about why women are crazy, or do men make us crazy, and that's part of it, because they tend to lie and they don't tell you straight up what it is that they want. I
Yeah.
mean, it's like if you meet someone and they tell you like, hey, I want to be with you for the rest of my life, and I want to give you, a home, and I want to give you a car, and I want to this, that, like have a
And you're not even
serious
asking for it.
Right. and you're like, oh, okay, like that sounds all very nice. Maybe you're not ready for that either, but when they're telling you that, you're kind of like,
Wow.
oh man, that sounds kind of nice.
Like,
You know
if
what?
I were
Like,
to hear that, I would be like, wow, like,
wow.
I feel like
Like,
so
man,
special.
yeah, exactly. But then they turn around and it's like not really what they want, and then that's where we go crazy. Like, wait, what do you mean? You just told me, like, where's my house?
Hey, you promised me. Like the Grinch, the child mentioned a check.
Yeah.
She's like, no, I didn't.
Yeah, and it's just like if that person would have been straight up from the get-go, like, hey,
Yeah.
I like you, I dig you, but I'm not trying to do all that. I just want to have sex, and hey, we're both adults here. We both have needs. Then let's
Yes.
just have sex and then move along.
Yes.
And then, hey, you
And
know, and
or-
it's up to the woman to say, all right, you know, I want that. Like, that's cool. You know, we can go
Yeah.
ahead and just have
And-
sex. But, or say, no, that's not what I want. That's not what I'm about.
Yes, because some women they don't just want sex, and that's okay. But some women, for example, they come out of long-term relationships, or they just don't want to settle down at this moment, or whatever the situation is, and they do just want to have sex with someone.
Right.
You know, being a man. And I just feel like men think like you have to promise the stars and the moon to someone to like
They
have
think.
sex with them. Yeah, they think that.
Yeah.
But it's like, if a woman's gonna have sex with you, they're gonna have sex with you regardless of what you say. You literally could be Netflix and chilling, and if she wants to have sex with you, she's gonna have sex with you.
Yeah.
You don't need to promise her the everything, because then we start thinking like, oh, okay, he really likes me, you know. And I just feel like we're kind of going on and on about it, but it's so true. Like, you know, like, I just think that that's so dumb for a man to sit here and promise you all these things. And women already, I feel like most women already have some kind of guard up, or, you know, everybody has a guard, everybody has a wall, everybody, you know. And to allow someone to enter into like break that wall down, you know, somewhat, like a little bit, and then they're gonna be lying. It's like, why do you
Yeah.
gotta lie?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And a lot of men don't know how to be honest.
No.
A lot of them. There's a lot of men that don't know.
And I just don't understand, like,
Even about the smallest thing. Like, you can lie about the smallest little thing. Like
where you're going.
like, no, not just that. Like something very petty and small. Like,
What?
oh yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, I took out the trash, but you fucking really didn't, you know? Or
That's like stupid. That's like annoying.
no, but that's what I'm saying. It's something so stupid, and like you gotta lie about it. Like that
Like,
makes
oh, okay, like, for example, like, oh, did you clean? Yeah, I cleaned the whole house, and you come home and it's not clean.
not clean, or yeah, like
Some
things like
stuff
that. So it's
but I just think that that's
what
kind
I'm
of
saying.
just annoying. But I mean, I guess it does fall into why men lie.
Yeah,
But I mean,
like
or-
why to like try to make a woman happy? I guess.
So it's like, do you think that they're just like? I mean, I guess it just depends. I'm so dead. It's because we're like, one of the first girls that I'm kind of excited to bring on. She's been through a lot. And I feel like she's just like the perfect person, like, to kind of just speak on it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, guys. I think I'm gonna hit her up right now. Let's do it. I'm kind of nervous.
You know, I kind of thought we should have hit up a guy and asked them, why do you lie? Or have you ever lied? Or what have you lied about? We should have got some guys on
Ooh,
here.
I know who to call. Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters. Actually, let me make sure.
Mhm.
Stop, Mom.
Well, like, come on.
Okay, so stop. So, I was gonna ask you today too. Why don't you have beer in the house? Because at this point, I think everyone was expecting like the micheladas too, and you just didn't show out.
Because it's been drunk, drunken.
It's been drinking, drunken.
Drunk. Yeah, that's why, and I haven't had a chance to go shopping. I've just been busy. I feel like work,
You know,
life.
true. I just think that I just kind of I'm nervous to get into this topic, and I just hope that it's what I kind of envisioned. You get what I'm saying?
What did you envision?
Dude, I feel like I'm so weird. And you know what's crazy is like my ADD is, I think that's what gets to me sometimes, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like I'm just all over the place. I can't just concentrate on one thing. Okay, so let me call right now. Hold on. Okay, guys, we're actually going to take a quick break so we can kind of let everybody settle in and kind of get their stories together, because a lot of the people I'm about to call are a little, like, so nervous, and they're just like, wait, let me get my story together. So let's just take a quick break.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Welcome back, guys, from our little break moment. That's our first time that I think we've ever done like a break.
Yeah.
Like, let's take a
like
break.
Like a legit break, not one of those.
Like, hold on,
sorry.
Peanuts being crazy.
Or, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Oh my gosh. So, you know what's really frustrating is that I just, let me explain why we look busted.
Oh, yeah. Excuse, like, the bun.
I'm like, you know what's really frustrating? That I look so busted today.
Yeah, but
I just
you know
feel like
what?
today was just a vibe where we just, comfortable.
Like it's midweek. It's Wednesday, guys. We worked all day. We worked an 8-hour shift. I've been up since 5 o'clock in the morning.
I've been up since 4. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, okay.
I know, I've been up since 5.
Yeah, okay. So we've both been up since 5.
Yeah, okay.
All right. And we both worked an 8-hour shift.
We did.
And we came straight home. I literally ate like a pig, and then
I didn't. I'm skinny.
Mm-hmm. And then we started doing this. So it's kind of, I just wanted to kind of relax and put my hair up. And
no, you know what? The only reason I actually have makeup on today and it's like semi-decent is because I had to work and see patients today. Otherwise,
I really don't wear makeup, and
you have nice skin though, and that's why I have nice skin.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's why I have nice skin. I think it's because of my mom, and I don't know. Me personally, I don't like my freckles, and I think that's why I wear makeup because I don't like my freckles, and I don't like how pale I am because I'm so fair skinned, really, really fair skin, and every time I don't wear makeup, everyone asks if I'm sick. And I think it's so freaking annoying. And I remember my friend D, she told me that she's such a fucking bitch. I can't. She literally, I didn't wear makeup on an admin day because we don't have patients. And she was just like,
okay.
Wait, hold on. Go.
Really?
No, it's because someone's texting me about their story and they're just asking me what they think about it. Sorry. No, but what was I saying?
How you look busted, and someone said something about
yes. So sorry, guys. Sick. I feel like that's so annoying to be on my phone. It's really a distraction for me.
Yeah.
No, so my friend D, she literally looked at me because I wasn't wearing makeup on an admin day. Are you being disrespectful now?
Yeah.
You're being disrespectful now?
Oh no, I'm listening.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm listening.
Uh-oh. Hello?
Hello.
What's up?
You asked to call me, right?
No, I'm gonna call you.
Huh?
I'm gonna call you regular.
Oh, okay.
Hey, someone got a little too excited. All right, so this is our first person, and let's just get into it.
Oh my God.
Hello.
So wait, let's just start off by saying, do you want to be known who you are?
Why? What is the topic?
Why men lie. And you know what's funny? No, you know what's funny is that I think a lot of people who know me are gonna know who you are, but are you okay with that?
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, let's get into it. So, do you have a story specifically on why either your boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, or whatever the situation is, guy you talked to lied to you?
Do I?
Yeah, do you?
I don't know. I have a lot of stories. I don't know.
Let's do the most recent one, the one that just makes you just like get not so upset, but got you upset at that moment. So we can kind of
Okay.
talk up on it. Are you ready?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, go.
My boyfriend, he didn't tell me that he was going to Vegas for his first time. And then, like, I was planning for us to, like, do stuff together. And then, like, he just kind of, like, was ignoring the fact that I wanted to do stuff together.
Uh-huh.
And then, like, the day that he was going to go to Vegas, he was like, or the night before, actually, he was like, well, I'm going to Vegas tomorrow. And, like, I was just so, like, what the fuck?
Wait, did you already have something planned for him?
Like, we were going to do something on the weekend, and, like, he never told me, like, I don't know if that's considered lying, but he just never told me, like,
That was a lie.
anything, like, that he was going to Vegas or anything.
But do you think it was like a last minute situation, or do you think he had it planned?
No, he definitely had it planned.
So then he
So
definitely
lied to you.
Are you okay? So were you more upset? Would you have been upset if he told you the truth? Sorry, the truth?
No, and, like, that's, like, the most annoying part is, like, obviously
Exactly.
I would be upset because I wanted us to, like, enjoy our first time, like, going together.
Yeah.
But, like, the thing that pissed me off the most is, like, dude, how can you have this plan for, like, God knows how long
Right.
and, like, not even tell me?
That's so,
And he gave you like an expectation or hopes that, oh, you guys were going to do something, and
or
then he let you down.
or no, or did
Yeah.
you want to plan something without even telling him you had something planned?
No, it wasn't even, like, plan something. It was, like, let's just do something. Like, let's do something.
Let's do
this
something.
weekend.
Was it his? What? Why did he go to Vegas? Was it like when he turned 21, or was it?
No. He's already 23.
So wait, so this was like this was this year.
She's like,
Yeah,
no.
or this was last year, I think. So it's like he's 22. I can't remember when it was.
Oh, so he did go to Vegas then.
Yeah, he did go to Vegas.
Shut the fuck up. Did he go with like a bunch of guys?
Supposedly.
Supposedly.
Well, who fucking
See?
knows what he's lying about now?
You're like, so do
see,
you think-
and that's where it all comes, where like you lie about one little thing where he could have been straight up and said, hey, I'm planning to go to Vegas with the guys. Yeah, you would have maybe been a little bit upset about it, but you would have had a little more like, oh, all right, I mean, he wants to go with the guys, right?
Right, exactly,
But-
exactly. Oh, no. That's not even the best one.
Oh,
What's-
The best
Ooh.
one is when
Ooh.
is
drink to
when
that.
he went to Big Bear
Mhm.
with his friends for his friend's birthday, and like he was like, oh, we didn't do anything, we just stayed at the cabin all weekend, like we just drank, everyone else got really fucked up, I was the only sober one, blah blah blah, right?
Right.
Mhm.
Dude, I ended up finding out he went to a fucking strip club in Big Bear.
They have strip clubs in Big Bear?
Yeah, with Eskimo bitches or something.
They're like polar bears. They have like fur coats.
Wow.
Dead ass, like that's what I fucking imagined, the little fur boot.
That's the first thing I imagined too.
Wait, so how did you
Wow.
find out that he ended up going to a strip club? Did you find like a receipt or something?
No, because I was with his brother, and take in mind he wasn't home yet. Like he didn't come home from his trip yet,
Mm-hmm.
and I went to breakfast with his family because, like, obviously I live with him, and they weren't just gonna like go to breakfast without me.
Right.
So, yeah, we were at breakfast, and then he was like, "Oh, like," and his brother like didn't know that like he went to the strip club yet,
Yeah.
and like his brother was showing me his friend. So his friend that they went for his birthday, he was showing me that friend's Snapchat story,
Uh-huh.
and then like he keeps going, and then like you just see like a strip club, and I'm like, oh.
Oh, wow.
Wait, but did you see your boyfriend in that video?
Well, no, and then like because it was literally just a poll, and
Yeah.
like that he posted, like the friend posted, and then I end up like calling him, and then like I'm like, dude, like be honest, did you go to a strip club? And like he was so hesitant to tell me like yes or no. Like he was like, what do you mean? We were just home all night.
That's the shit that pisses me off
see?
more. Like they act
Uh-huh.
stupid instead of just saying like, yeah, I fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like I literally had to be like, dude, like be honest. What did you do? Because I already saw.
Yeah.
And then he was like, yeah, we did. Like I didn't. He fucking had the audacity to be like, I was like the only sober one, and I didn't even stay for like more than 10 minutes. Like,
You're like, okay, so then he should have texted you like, oh, I'm so annoyed that I'm at a strip club. Everyone else is drunk.
right, or something. At
Something.
least tell me that you're in a strip club. Like,
These men, why do you think men lie?
I think that men lie because they think that women deserve to be lied to, and like they're just so like,
Selfish.
I don't know, retarded.
Yeah. You know what? And those two stories we appreciate because I know how hard it was to tell those two stories.
Yeah.
I think it's the funniest thing though, the strip club with the polar
With
bears.
the polar bears. With the snow
Yeah,
boots.
the little freaking Eskimo bitches.
All right. So I'm going to be calling someone else. Thank you
Thanks for
so
sharing.
much for sharing your funny story.
It wasn't funny. I'm sure it pissed her off at the moment.
She's all gonna go be depressed now. Real question.
Now I'm just reminiscing.
Real question is before we hang up, are you still with this person?
Yes.
And why don't you leave him?
Because it's dick too.
Okay, I love you so much. We'll talk later.
Okay, bye.
Bye. That one was so funny. Okay,
It was.
let me get into the second one, guys.
See, and again,
It's just the same
they
shit.
don't know how to just tell the truth.
They don't.
Okay, let's hear these.
Let's see this second one. I'm all nervous for this person.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Hi. Good. How are you?
Good. Wait, so let's just make this clear. Do you or do you not want to be known who you are?
I don't if I'm talking about my husband. Because I don't want to look like that dumb bitch.
Okay, so you're going to be anonymous like the person before you. So
Yeah.
let's just talk about, let me ask you this. Why do you think men lie?
So many different reasons. Like a married man, I would say they would lie to keep their wife happy because they don't want to deal with our moods.
Facts. Mm-hmm.
I feel like men all naturally lie, though. I feel like a lot of men are just liars.
Mm-hmm. And it's on
They
some
wanna-
stupid stuff.
Yeah, like you can say like, "Hey, did you put the dishes away?" And they're like, "Yeah," and then you hang up and they didn't do it, and they're doing it now.
Yes,
Like-
you know what's so funny is that's literally what my mom said. Like, did you take out the trash? Yeah, and then last minute they're over here trying to struggle to take out the trash.
Right.
It's-
I feel like, or like something so little like that, or sometimes men like, I feel like they like to live a double life almost.
Yeah, like they want to have their cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
Let's talk about has your husband. So we're talking about your husband, right? Not a past boyfriend.
No, we're talking about my husband.
Okay, so let's talk about what lie did your husband do for you to just be so like. What's just like the main shit that just fucked it all up?
He had an emotional affair.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bitch.
I don't know what's worse, emotional or sexual.
I think sexual. You can catch something.
No, yeah, but okay. Go on. Sorry.
Sorry, my mom's interrupting. Speak on it.
So like he was talking to somebody else, and I ended up finding out, and then also he was
starting to talk to another woman too. So like it wasn't just her, like it was somebody else too. So when I confronted him, he told all about the first girl, and I was like, okay, so then who did you send flowers to? Because I saw that he sent flowers to somebody, right?
Right.
And then he was like, oh, that was for my friend. And I'm like, what? Like, no, it wasn't.
You're like,
Right. Right. So then I was like, if you don't tell me the truth right now, there's no chance of us like mending our relationship. We don't need to be a family. I don't need this.
Yeah.
And then he told all right after I said that. And I literally asked him, like, why did you lie? He's like, because I already hurt you with one situation. I thought it was best for you to not know both. And I'm like, what? Like,
that made it even 10 times worse.
Right. Because it's like, okay, now what else are you hiding?
Yeah, because now it's like you're already insecure about the first girl, and then you find out there's another girl, and then he's like, he didn't want you to know because he didn't want to hurt you because he already hurt you before.
Right. It doesn't make sense. So then I feel like he's lying by saying that.
So
I
it's
feel like the reason why he lied is because he already knew he fucked up, and he just didn't want, like, I think he felt like after a certain amount of numbers, I would have been like, okay, there, I'm done. Which I should have. I'm a dumb bitch. I'm not gonna lie, but
wait. So I'm gonna make it known. I personally know her situation and like what had happened. But can you talk about like a little bit about how you found out about that first girl?
Yeah. So.
Because he has a galaxy, so just speak from that point on.
Okay, but I can't.
But you don't have to say anything else.
Okay. So basically, he was talking to this girl, right? And this girl, I got in contact with her,
right?
And he was on an app talking to her, so I saw everything.
What app was it?
Let us all know, girl.
Let us know. My mom wants to know.
It was literally like a sex toy app, bro. Like, so embarrassing to even say. But he bought her a sex toy, and they were talking through that app. And I'm like, what? Like, so they were going back and forth. And I feel like he lies by saying, like, no, I didn't have any emotional connection. Like, it was for fun. And I'm like, but then I think, like, our funs are so different. Because fun for me is, like, hanging out with my friends, not cheating on you,
not cheating, yeah.
Right. And he's like, there was no emotional connection, I swear. But then why would you even talk to somebody? Like, I mean, I'm different than that.
Yeah. And in reality, it's like, why would you give another woman like the time of day and make her think she has a lane?
Right, exactly. And it made her feel important.
The real question. Go ahead. Sorry.
No. Go.
The real question is, are you still with your husband?
I am, as crazy as it sounds.
No. You're not crazy, because women do a lot of stupid shit because we love the man that we're with. And
exactly.
And it's frustrating because you get mad. Like, I would never do that shit to you, you know?
Right. And I feel like me and him are so different. Like, I would never even talk to somebody. Like, I haven't talked to somebody in years since I've been with my husband. Not even a friend, because to me, I know that I don't like my husband having girlfriends, as toxic as that sounds.
Right.
But also it's because of our situation.
Right. Yeah.
So,
oh my goodness. That's honestly crazy, dude. I'm honestly shook how, you know what, women find out a lot of shit, and I'm glad that you found out on your own about that, like, app. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because then do you ever think, like, if you would have never found it, how long would it have taken him? Like, do you think he would have even admitted to it?
No, I don't think he would have. And like I said, he didn't even admit to the second person. And I found the second person because, ladies, if you want to find stuff, you have onto your husband's email.
Ooh,
everything connected to that
shit has everything. That's facts.
Yes.
And she's honestly, this one, she's put me on a little bit of game. I'm gonna make sure that my man has a Galaxy, because you just link the Gmail and you got everything.
Oh,
Right.
I think we're switching phones.
I'm gonna switch phones. No more iPhone game.
Seriously.
Oh my god, dude, you're so okay. So I'm going to end this now. I'm honestly so thankful that you even got the chance to kind of get away and answer these questions and kind of talk on your story, because I know it's super hard because it's still recent, you know.
Yes.
But I appreciate you, Boo, and thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
answering. I
Thank
love you.
Love you too.
Bye. All right, so the next person got a little ahead of themselves. And all right, this one is going to be kind of different. I'm kind of so excited. This is so much fun.
It is.
I want to hear everybody's tea. The next one, I was thinking my mom kind of brought it up to do a guy and kind of just talk on why guys lie. He's more upset because he's like, wait, why do girls lie, not just guys, you know? But
well, that's not the topic today.
All right, you could tell him that.
No.
All right, let's just get into it.
Okay.
I haven't even talked to this person for a long time, so.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, what up, what up?
I know. So I was just telling everybody how I haven't talked to you in so long.
I know, it's been a long ass time.
I know.
By the way, you still got to go to sushi with me.
I know, we really do. Every time that we talk, we always say we still got to go to sushi, and we never plan it. And then
I know, summer's been too cool now to even talk.
no.
I'm kidding.
And then now the whole quarantine, it was like everything was messing it up.
Hey, man, just drink your vitamin C, you'll be good.
That's so true.
Sure, that's all it takes to kill a coronavirus. Or a shot of tequila or a shot of sake, we're good. You know? Yeah, even better.
You're so funny. No. So so the topic I kind of told you a little bit about how men lie.
Uh-huh.
And I know that you kind of was like, well, no, women lie too, and we want to talk about that.
But we want to know why men think they need to lie to women.
Well, look, how I see it's like this. It depends on. Look, I'm against lying. That's
Right.
one thing. Like, you know, I hate. You know, like be straightforward with your partner.
Right.
You know, like I always said. But how I see it's like this. Sometimes it sucks to lie to your partner, but it's because you care about them, him or her. Mm-hmm. You know, it's vice versa. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, you don't want to come off so strong that you're gonna hurt their feelings.
Right.
You know, even though like everybody, you know, is an adult now. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like they're not little kids anymore. But at the same time, I think, you know, like a lie sometimes it could save someone.
Mm-hmm.
Like it depends on the situation. If you
Right.
think
Like
about
obviously
it.
just like a little white lie.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you continue lying, you know, like, and it's getting worse and worse, then it's like, nah, man, like, you're not lying just to save that person. You're lying to save your ass, too, you know?
Yes, and that's what I'm talking about.
So men are selfish.
Men and women. I mean, the reason why I'm saying that is because, I mean, I've had, you know, situations like that, you know, girls have lied to me.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, you don't have to lie. Like, I'm a grown man. Like, tell me the truth. You know, be straightforward. Like, I'm old school. I like to, you know, I've always got taught, hey, if you have something to say, say it.
Right.
If you don't like something, say it. You know, speak your mind out.
Right.
Don't be afraid.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I was taught. You know, and nowadays, I mean, the newer generation, I'm not trying to talk bad about them.
Yeah.
But as you notice, the newer generations are the ones that are lying the most.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
The boys and girls. You know, like it doesn't matter what subject it is. You know, like they tend to lie more than our generation. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you know, like I said, I mean, I've been in personal situations that, you know, I found out the truth, and it's like, why are you lying to me? Like,
It
be straightforward,
hurts.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
it's hard.
it
It hurts
hurts.
more.
Sorry, go ahead.
It hurts more to get lied from your partner than to get lied by just someone else. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, yeah, of course. My thing is this. Have you ever like personally lied to the person that you've been talking to or dating?
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Yeah, I have.
Like big lies or white lies to save them?
It's both.
Both.
Oh.
Wait. I know. So okay, let's.
So you've told a white lie and you've told
A big lie.
So I want to know why you felt the need to tell the big lie.
What was the situation?
Okay, so the situation was this. Like, my partner that I was with at the time, you know, I couldn't really see, her because her parents, like, you know, I told her I didn't want to waste her parents' time, by meeting them like ahead of time. I
Right.
wanted to wait a bit, like it's just more respect, like
And that's old school. Like you don't think you
yeah,
want to wait to hold, like that's like a privilege kind of thing to meet parents.
yeah, of
Yeah.
course. I mean, if it was towards me, I'd wait, at least like a month or two.
Yeah.
Like it's more like, what if like within like a month or two, like you guys end up breaking up and your parents think that you have a boyfriend or you have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
You're just wasting their time, and like they're gonna be like, well, what the hell is going on?
Yeah. That's true.
So yeah, so at that time, and it wasn't really a lie, but it was a lie, but it was to save a family member.
Right. Okay. And what was the
You
lie?
know, so I had told her, that I was gonna go see her, and we had already made plans. This was around Halloween time,
Okay.
and okay, yeah, someone fell here. A cop fell. Sorry, I'm driving, guys. My bad.
You got nervous there. Telling
I
me.
didn't get nervous. I got nervous for the cop. It's a cop on a motorcycle.
Oh, shoot.
He fell.
Yeah, I'm not hearing about what.
Okay.
But anyways, so back to me looking bad. In that situation, I had mentioned to her, yeah, I want to see you. And I did. I really did wanted to see her because she had just gotten out of surgery.
Right.
And I wanted to see, how she was doing. And her mom was cool with it. Her dad didn't know that I was pretty much in the picture,
Right.
So, and I ended up lying to her, telling her that, I mean, how can I put this? It was a lie to save my cousin because my cousin, at that time, he was going to go to a party. And within like that party, his ex-girlfriend was there.
Right.
And he said that he was going to pretty much stab his girlfriend's, damn, cops. His girlfriend's new boyfriend. His ex-girlfriend.
What?
So, yeah, it got really bad. Like,
So
she had history.
So, okay, so then you really didn't lie. You just said, like, the plan was to go see her, but then something important came up and you had to be there.
Yeah, I could have just gone and just told him just go back home. And then I just went to go see her. But at the same time, I posted also that it was a party, that my friend was hosting. So you see how that
It looks
goes.
bad.
It was bad.
I would have been like, if I was her, I would have been like, okay, so he has the audacity to not see me after surgery, but go to a party.
Yeah, trust. That's what she told me.
Yeah.
And, and I felt bad. I really did feel bad because, one, I had, if you want to put in that form, I had the privilege of seeing her without her mom tripping.
Yeah,
So that was a big no-no. I messed it up for myself. That was one.
Right.
Two, I chose my family, which I don't think anybody would not do.
Right. I would have done the same
Okay,
thing.
but it was something to, I don't see anything wrong with the whole situation. My thing is, why did you feel that you had to lie to her about the situation? You could have been honest and just said, hey, listen, something came up. My
This is
cousin,
about to go down.
Yeah, this is what's going on. Sorry. And I'm sure she would have been a little bit like, man, why? That kind of sucks.
Yeah, but then she wouldn't have felt like, okay, so it wouldn't have felt like, oh, he
really
left
bad.
me for a party.
Yeah.
It's getting juicy.
Yeah.
I did tell her. Trust, I did tell her, because me and her, we had a very good communication. Like, anything and everything like we spoke about,
Right.
like there was no hiding stuff from anything.
Yeah.
And I told her, I was like, look, my cousin is in a situation where he's been drinking, he's going to this party, and, he told me this is what he's going to do to his ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend,
Right.
it was more jealousy than anything else.
Right.
I could have simply been, you know what, he's a grown ass man, and
Let
if
him
he
deal
does
with
that,
it.
that's on him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
But obviously, I chose my family at that moment. It was just, hey, I was already going through mixed emotions because at that time my brother had just passed away.
Right.
So I didn't know how to react into that situation,
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I was like, I don't need another family member dying within
Yeah.
about a year or so apart,
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Did she? I have a question. So, did she ever forgive you about it?
no,
Shut up.
no.
So she
Smart
just broke it
woman.
off. No, not smart. That's so mean.
No, I think she was smart because
No,
if he
because
lied
he's
about that thing, I mean, what else?
But because
she was
if
thinking
he-
in her mind, like,
No.
what else is he gonna lie about?
Okay, so then there's clearly two different people, and I'm not gonna say who.
I mean, I look, and this is gonna sound stupid upon me, but I think she should hold grudges against it. I'm not saying why is she holding grudges.
Really?
Yeah, and I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because if that was a situation now, knowing how my cousin is now,
Right.
I should have told my cousin, you know what, you're a grown ass man. If you do that, you're stupid. Do what you have to do.
So you regret helping him.
I really do regret it. I really do. Because at the end of the day, now that cousin doesn't talk to me. At the end of the day, like, he ended up talking shit. Like, after a while, he ended up talking shit about me.
Yeah.
Or, and it
And
just
you lost
went
someone that you cared about.
And I lost the one that I really cared about,
Stop! I'm gonna
So-
cry.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't blame her for holding grudges. I really don't.
Yeah.
Like, if anything, I do understand.
Yeah.
And I have to live through it, because, like, all thanks to that situation,
Yeah.
stuff started acting worse and worse,
Yeah.
Like, I didn't want my partner to think that I didn't care about her, because I truly did. I really cared about this girl.
Clearly, yes. Yes.
Yeah, and, like, now, with this situation, if I would have known how the outcome would have been, I would have just let it be. You do you, and I'm going to do me.
Yeah, of
Because-
course.
Like, I think that's how it should have been.
But do you feel?
Like,
Do you feel like
she's a grown man.
yeah? Do you feel like she's probably the one that got away, or do you feel like you're gonna find someone? You know what I mean? Like else.
To be honest with you, I was just talking about that with my friend the other day, and I'm in no rush.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's like this. Nowadays, and I'm not saying all of them. I'm not saying all of them, but by the majority of girls, the only thing they just want to do is just they don't really take stuff serious anymore.
They just want to have sex.
They don't want. No. I mean, girl, that's a plus. But no, but no. But it's like I said, I'm old school. Like, I don't only believe like in those type of stuff.
Yes,
Like,
you're
I
very
believe also-
respectful. You're very old school, and I want to make it known to my podcast, like everyone who's viewing this, like he's probably the most like loyalist, sweetest, like kindest, respectful like guy, and I've known him for the longest time, and we've met like through an ex-boyfriend of mine, and it's weird because my ex-boyfriend and I don't communicate at all, and him and I always remain like really like and he's always been super respectful to like my parents, and I respect that like a bunch on his part.
I mean, trust, like I always tell people, it's not really hard to respect one another. I mean, and it goes to show you how my mom, taught us that we have to respect one another. Like there's nothing to it. Like just respect one another. Don't disrespect your elders. Have respect towards them, and that's it.
Yeah.
But like I said, back to the subject with like the relationship wise. To be honest with you, nowadays, I wouldn't want one.
Really?
Because yeah, I mean, it's more the situation that girls nowadays don't really take anything serious. They don't want to sit there and talk about, situations, what's going on. They don't want to talk about like how to work stuff out. None of that. Like they don't really want to do anything of that anymore.
Maybe
The only thing you do something, and it's like, it's over.
Let me cut you off. What if, do you ever think that you're messing around with girls and not women?
No, I tried either one.
No, because
I tried either one.
He's like, I tried
That sounds
both.
really bad. That sounds
Wait,
really
how?
bad.
Okay, no. How old are you?
Me, I'm 29.
Okay, so you're,
so young.
and it's crazy because not a lot of 29-year-old men or guys, boys, whatever you want to call them, have the mentality that you do. Because I know someone your age, and they're just like so immature and so like, I don't like. Why do guys always have to say like, oh, I don't want to play any games, I'm ready to settle down, and then you're like starting to feel that vibe, and then they want to act like you're the one, like being crazy trying to settle down, and they're like, oh, I don't want to rush anything. Like, why do guys do that?
Because at the end of the day, it's more of a controlling situation. They want to be the one that dominates. I mean, if you really think about it, it's always a guy thing.
Wow.
And this is coming from a guy.
Yeah, that's
It's
why I
always
wanted you
more
on
like-
here.
You know, like it's more of a, you know, I don't want you to rush me. I want to be the one that's gonna ask you.
Right.
You know, like, because in that type of situation, the guy is always gonna feel that when the girl's rushing them, that she wants to wear the pants in the relationship.
Okay.
Which, you know, I don't feel that's a bad thing. I mean,
It's not
I'm
a
not
bad
saying that's
thing.
a good thing,
Right.
but it's not a good thing either. I
Right.
believe in equal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, I believe if the girl has something to say, speak about it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just hold back. You know, if you have something bad to talk about, you know, or if your partner's doing something bad, speak about it. I think that's one thing nowadays relationships don't have, and it's a huge thing. To me, it's a
Yeah.
huge thing.
Yeah.
It's communication.
And
You know, like,
comprehension.
of course.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to, if you really truly care about this person,
Mm-hmm.
you have to communicate. You have to respect them.
Yeah.
You know, but if you don't respect them, how do you expect them to respect you?
True.
You know, it's vice versa. You know,
Yeah.
you give respect to get respect.
Yes.
And, you know, like I said, in a relationship, I think communication is like the biggest key.
Yeah.
Besides, I mean, anything else, you know.
And sex.
Oh, girl, you trying to tell us something now? So that's how you really feel. You know,
Right.
All
Jeez.
right.
It's from her
You're
mother.
running your mom too.
I know, and we were just talking about respect. I am so sorry.
Jeez.
Okay, so
Your mom's like, girl, I did not teach
I
you
did
that.
not raise you that way. What the? Girl, let me slap you a couple
What is the
times.
podcast gonna say?
Right? Jeez.
you know what? I honestly appreciate, and I have love for you always, and I'm so thankful that you took the time to answer my phone call, and we got to kind of talk about it. We do got to catch up, and we do got to have sushi.
Whenever you want. Hey, much love, you know, to everybody. And, you know, I guess if they follow you, continue following, because, you know, the conversations that you have is really good. You know, like, it gets, you know, I mean, I'm talking about my personal, you know, experience.
Yeah.
I mean, I started listening to some of the stuff, and some of the stuff that you guys talked about, it kind of makes more sense now. I mean, coming from a woman's perspective view.
My whole
And
heart.
then,
I just want
you
to
know,
hug you.
Yeah, whenever, girl, whenever.
You're like, I'm here.
I'm here to come on back to pussy guy here, you know. But
Oh my gosh.
yeah, much love. You know, like I hope I get to be on the podcast again. I guess if I am right now.
Yes, I
The
know.
WLP.
I know. I'm so happy. Thank you so much for answering, and I'll text you soon, okay?
All right, you guys
All right,
take care now, right?
you
Much
too.
love.
Bye.
All right, thank you. Bye bye.
Wow. He's so cute, dude.
Yeah,
I
he's really
love
cute,
him, and I'm not
yeah.
gonna say who it is because he wanted to keep it low key.
But
So-
again, it kind
It kind of makes sense. Maybe the guy just wants to be like,
he's not trying to hurt.
dominant.
Yeah,
What he was
from what
saying.
from what I got, and this is from his point. I mean, he's not talking about all guys. I mean,
Yeah.
there's some dogs out there, and
There-
just like there's some hoes out
Ruff,
there.
ruff.
No, I mean it goes both ways. Like he said, some women don't know how to communicate, men don't know how to communicate. But whatever. But for the
But
most
it all
part,
goes back to how you were raised. But then at the
Exactly.
same time, you can't assume like, oh, they weren't raised right, because sometimes some people were raised right and
Yeah.
they just follow the direction that they want to be. They're their own person.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot blame men for being you know what? I hate when someone says like, "Oh, you know, I'm so damaged or whatever." Stop. Like, grow the fuck up. You're a grown ass person. You know, learn from your mistakes. You know what I mean?
And move forward.
I
agree.
So, honestly, guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed this podcast. It was so different for us, and I really enjoyed it. And I got really hot from the wine.
Me too. Yeah.
My ears were like burning, and you know, Peanut's acting up as usual. So we're gonna cut it here. And I just hope that everyone likes, comments, and
subscribes
to our channel. And just, I can't wait for the next episode.
I know.
And it's gonna be, honestly, this next one is gonna be so sick. I hope you guys watch. And I just love you guys so much. And I'm gonna end it this here.